Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Nathalie Prevet. I'm the Vice President of Strategy and Business Development for Sikorsky. Cities around the globe are growing at a rapid rate. That's a fact. And we all understand that traffic congestion is worsening and quickly. We only have to try and drive down I-75 here in Atlanta to actually experience it. But the problem is worse for the biggest cities, the ones that we call mega cities. By 2030, there would be 40 of those cities that cover less than 1/10 of a percentage point of the surface area of the globe, yet contain 9% of the global population and 20% of the global GDP, and that's a fact. For this mega city, congestion is not just an inconvenience. It's a massive issue that costs time, money, and lives. Sikorsky has been a part of restoring rapid mobility to cities for years. Today, our S-76 operates in congested, highly dynamic airspace to provide city transport. Our S-92 has also been chosen by VIPs and heads of state around the world for equally demanding missions. New technology for which Sikorsky is setting the standard promises to drastically evolve how we execute this mission. Optionally piloted operation leveraging matrix technology can make CFIT a thing of the past. Advanced fleet management technologies leveraging data analytics keeps hundreds of our aircraft flying safely today and can continue to increase safety, reliability, and availability for future missions. And electric propulsion offers a chance to drastically simplify vehicle design, as we learned as one of the first to quantify the benefits of this technology for vertical lift applications. We are proud that these technology advances continue our legacy of providing safe, reliable flight solutions to our customers. Vertical lift has the potential to connect city destinations as the elevator once did to floors of buildings, allowing architects to reach upwards and expand modern society. But achieving this vision is a complex challenge, one not made for a single company to tackle alone. So as we matured our thinking around the future of city mobility, we searched for and met other mobility leaders who were developing similar ideas. Together with the Spaceship Company and Otis, we thought about what future travel should look like. These videos that you're about to see is a result of this ongoing conversation.
There are some moments you just can't miss. Our cities are growing, and getting to your destination isn't so simple. But what if there was another option? What if the journey was just as easy as choosing the destination? When you're in the business of moving people, you know a little bit about how to get to the places that move people. With a new experience that revolutionizes travel from the ground up. Tackling the urban mobility challenge requires innovators like Sikorsky, with nearly a century of experience in developing solutions for every mission, focused on expanding the capabilities of the helicopter through advances in speed, autonomy, and intelligence, working alongside other mobility industry leaders, including the Spaceship Company, with proven ability to make dreams a reality, with end-to-end capabilities to design, build, and test vehicles of the future that are clean, affordable, and enjoyable. And Otis, founded more than 165 years ago by the inventor of the safety elevator, and today moving more than 2 billion people each day through the world's urban landscapes. Building on today's solutions, the future of urban mobility requires new thinking to create a seamless experience. We want to save you time getting there, so you can enjoy just being there.
Care to join me?
Now, before I turn it over to Chris Van Buiten to discuss some of the technology of what you just saw, I want to take a moment to highlight some key features. Our vision recognizes that future urban air mobility missions will evolve from the missions happening today. Helicopter operators are the backbone of our industry, taking our products and turning them into productive assets that ferry passengers, first responders, and critical cargo every day. These operators understand city mobility, and they will continue to play a critical role in how this market expands. You also saw that we featured our S-76 in a video. We believe that urban mobility must be a seamless experience where safety and reliability are critical, yet nearly invisible to the user. We need to rethink how buildings and aircraft interact, to remove our aircraft-centric mindset, to focus on weaving these solutions into the urban transportation network that already exists in cities today. As shown in the video, Sikorsky has nearly a century of experience in redefining vertical flight with a legacy and spirit of innovation. We're looking for this bold enough to join the conversation and envision the limitless possibilities of the future urban experience. We look forward to taking a more visible and active role in the urban air mobility community and working together to make this shared vision a reality. At this time, I would like to invite to the stage Chris Van Buiten, our Vice President of Sikorsky Innovations, and I'm pleased to introduce Enrico Palermo, the President of the Spaceship Company.
So this is exciting. We're going to have a little fireside chat, minus the fire. And Enrico and his company and the outstanding capabilities they have and the broader Virgin Group absolutely resonated with our vision of safety and a seamless transportation experience. So welcome to Heli-Expo.
Thanks a lot, Chris, and good morning, and welcome to you all as well. We're really excited and honoured, really, to be on stage here with the Sikorsky team, talking about this fascinating market of urban air mobility. So who is the Spaceship Company? We may be new to many of you. We are the sister company to Virgin Galactic, the well-known space tourism operator. And TSC, the Spaceship Company, we are the OEM for SpaceShipTwo and WhiteKnightTwo. So the SpaceShipTwo that flew into space last month and 10 weeks before that, recently made 5 new commercial astronauts. And we're really entering that tipping point with our technologies. And it's fitting we have bagpipes planes. We sent the first Scotsman into space in February. So why are we looking at urban air mobility? The reason being is we see great alignment with our team, our capabilities, and our purpose as a company. As a Virgin company, we're purpose-led, and our purpose is to make dreams take flight. The first dream we're tackling clearly is enabling many citizens, thousands over time, to fly into space. We're really fascinated now to apply our capabilities in making the dream of clean, electric, urban air mobility happen. So TSC is headquartered in Mojave, California, that mecca of aerospace development and ingenuity. A team of about 500 employees, and in order to develop the world's first fleet of commercial spaceships, we've had to develop a set of capabilities from advanced design, preliminary design, through design-build tests, specialties in composites, testing all aspects of our vehicles. And we're really excited to now apply those capabilities to other markets. And we feel we can make, with Sikorsky, a really meaningful contribution to urban air mobility.
It's a really exciting collaboration. I had the chance to go out to Mojave, go through the Spaceship Company facility and fly the simulator into space, get dropped off the airplane and zoom up. And I noticed that we're both in the business of vertical flight. Just their vertical is a little faster, a little higher. The third partner or participant in this journey for us is also in the vertical transportation, people moving business, Otis Elevator. They move, as you saw in the video, 2 billion people a day in the urban landscape. They do so with the highest levels of safety. In fact, they invented the safety elevator that fundamentally enabled the high-rise buildings that we're now talking about, created the cities that create the urban mobility challenge we're confronting. So look at the interesting intersection of, you've got the Spaceship Company, part of the Virgin Group, Sikorsky Aircraft, who's been providing urban mobility, pioneering flight solutions for decades, and Otis Elevator. That group can take a very system-wide view of this transportation problem, transportation challenge, and opportunity. And we do see this as a very significant opportunity. Maybe you could start us off with kind of the vision of what that looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all that. I mean, it's a remarkable bringing together of 3 companies which on first pass may seem very unconventional. How does Sikorsky and the Spaceship Company and Otis come together? But we think, if you mesh the capabilities, you start to think about what each of those parties bring, we can develop something that's truly remarkable. And that's a holistic approach to moving within cities, not just from point A on the ground to point B on the ground, but how do you get from a floor in a building to a floor in another building? And so our collaboration to date has been really centered about how do we curate that seamless experience. And one of the things we bring, being part of Virgin Group, obviously, is safely operating airlines and train lines for many years, but with a real focus on customer experience. How do we make that experience of moving in our cities fun and magical and enjoyable? And I think the potential partnership and collaboration is really remarkable.
I'm just really excited about that notion. If you really need to move from one office or conference room in one building to another one that's half of the city away, and how do you have that entire experience be digitally managed, secure, and very importantly, safe? And one of the things we very much resonated with early on was setting an extremely high bar for safety for this type of environment. And a key element of that is the foundation of the S-92 helicopter technology. That's the safest helicopter in the world. By just the data shows that is the platform you want to be in for high utilization, very challenging missions. So build on the safety technology that's in that kind of FAR 29 certified platform to the latest standards, where the data that's monitored by a pile of supercomputers with data that comes off the fleet every night to assure the highest availability and highest levels of safety, and now increasingly a high level of autonomy. You may have read in the last week, we invited 3 reporters to come to Stratford, Connecticut and learn how to use this tablet that was interfaced with a supercomputer on board an S-76 helicopter. And they trained for 30 minutes and got on board the helicopter. And I've got to tell you, you can read the articles, they were nervous. They were strapping into the helicopter, pretty nervous, and we had a safety pilot on board with his arms crossed. And he said, "Go ahead, take off." And we're like, what? Yeah, we just talked about this. Take off, use the tablet, hit take off, command the takeoff. And they did it. Rose to the air 40 feet off the ground, one of them first time ever in a helicopter. And then they flew around the Stratford, Connecticut area. 10 miles from the plant, the pilot says, "Land back at Sikorsky and land on the numbers on the runway. I want it on the numbers." And they're like, "I don't even know where the plane is." We talked about this. It's on the tablet. The supercomputer is going to help you. Put in the commands, land at command, using the autonomy system in that helicopter just like that. And I encourage you to see it on the display over there. They can walk you through what that looks like. And they landed, returned to Stratford, shot an approach, landed on the numbers. So a nervous reporter then opened the door and became Tom Cruise and swaggered across the runway. That's right, nailed it. We didn't do that as a fun stunt. We did it to demonstrate that our autonomy system is ready to take on these very high integrity missions and enable someone to board an aircraft, select a destination, and be delivered there at the very highest levels of safety. Natalie mentioned world's safest helicopter, controlled flight into terrain remains one of the leading causes of accidents in helicopters. In the urban environment, super obstacle rich, but the autonomy system is going to manage that and bring us to the highest levels of safety.
You know, we've talked to many partners in our 2 years exploration in the space, and when we visited Sikorsky about 18 months ago, we were first exposed to this technology, and it was eye-opening for us. If you believe the vision and you believe the scale of this market, technologies such as the autonomy technology are critical to make this safe. And what's been really neat for Chris and I is seeing our teams technically collaborate. We have a strong sense of purpose related to designing with the end in mind, and that is a safe operation with a seamless experience. And that's why we're so excited to be alongside Sikorsky in this journey.
You're watching the two teams go through the system design has been really exciting. There's just exceptional talent on both sides. And if you haven't noticed, we're not showing you, unveiling what we think a vehicle looks like. Sure, we've done lots of studies. We have some pretty neat, exceptional ideas. But for now, it's not about the vehicle. It could be that vehicle. It could be that vehicle. It could be that vehicle. But the system in which it operates, the autonomy, the suite of technologies, the interfaces with the buildings, we're starting to define. And yes, sure, we'll be there with an exceptional vehicle. We can fly to space. We make helicopters that safely fly all over the world in the most demanding conditions. We can nail this problem. But right now, it's not purely about the vehicle.
Yeah, the system is the end-to-end experience, a human-centric approach to mobility. And you know, we're proud to bring what we can bring from flying spaceships, but also the wider Virgin group in that touch. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you look at the airline experience that Virgin provides, or the hotel experience, this curated, high-quality customer interface we think will be essential for success in this space. So the coming attractions are our teams are going to continue to mature our solutions for urban mobility. We promise to get back together with you periodically and share that as it unfolds. we're going to start working with some of the operators that currently do urban operations, who are aspiring to do urban operations, and interface with them on requirements and work with different municipalities on their requirements. So we're really excited to be joining this adventure. It's a triad of exceptional companies, all in the business of moving people with the highest level of safety and the highest levels of quality.
Just say we welcome you to join us in the conversation as we take this forward.
Please. We'll be available in the back for press questions, and I really appreciate your interest. So just in the spirit of collaboration, Natalie, could you join us? So, to show that it's not about the vehicle. Here's a picture of a vehicle, but it could be a 76. It could be a future electric airplane. It will be all of the above. What we're all doing is putting this picture in our offices, so when we're on the phone, when we're collaborating, we're going to be thinking about creating this urban mobility future. This is the aircraft we used in the Vision video, and we're just excited to all use this as kind of a symbol of our journey going forward.
Thanks, Chris.